Hello roomies, where are all my roommates? Come. If you want to watch me prepare the most delicious, nutritious, balanced diet on a student budget, bring your knives, bring everything, because today you're going to actually help. There's yam to be peeled, there are vegetables to be washed and sliced, onions to be peeled. It's not when I finish now. Hey, Rumi, Orego, is the food ready? Today, if I cook alone, I chop alone. Yes, and let me not forget, this meal is so filling. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner. If you eat it for breakfast, trust me, you won't be hungry for the rest of the day. You'll only be drinking water. Your body will be asking you for water and you'll be full. Okay, so this is a great way to save money. 1 meal a day. Let's go. Let me show you the ingredients. Here are the ingredients we'll be using. The main one, yam. This is puna yam, white yam, Nigerian yam, Ghana yam, yeah, African yam. 2 eggs, 2 tomatoes, onion. I don't know if I'll use up all that onion, but yeah, we'll see. Vegetable, I have spinach here because this is what I can buy where I live. If I'm in Nigeria, I'll use scent leaves. Yeah, scent leaves is the best. It's the #1 vegetable for this one. It takes it to another level. You can also use ugu, but I'm using spinach. And then for seasoning, I'm going to use thyme and white pepper. You can also use black pepper. You can also use seasoning cubes. You can also use curry, but yeah, I want to keep it simple today. And then you have vegetable oil. Yeah, this one is sunflower oil though. The vegetable oil sold all over the world can go. So let's go. Again, for this kind of yam, I'm not going to use the head and the tail. So I'll take it from here. See? The student does, these two are enough. Hey! But maybe I'll put a third slice for my roomies that will cook with me. Not the ones that will be pretending to sleep. And when food is ready, roomie, oh, here you go. Is it done? Is the food ready? Hey, I'm sure all of us had that kind of roomie in school, or as they say, lodge mate. Student dose. The last time I prepared yam on this channel during Christmas, and people were telling me that this yam itches them after washing it. I can't remember the last time I've gotten the yam itch. So I was like thinking that yams have evolved. Maybe because I am now used to it. But I mean, when you're used to something, you still get the feeling of that thing, right? Just that it doesn't bother you. Because the thing is that it doesn't itch me at all, so which led me to believe that yams have evolved. But people told me as recent as last Christmas that they still get the itch. If that still happens to you, what you can do is to rub oil, usually edible oil, not motor oil, edible oil. Usually in Nigeria, in those days we used palm oil, but I believe any oil, any vegetable oil can do. Rub it on your hands before you start peeling the yam and rinsing it. And then afterwards, you wash very well with soap and water. Start cooking. Some people add salt now, but most of you already know why I am not adding salt now. Add it later. This is not new yam, and I want this yam to be moist. If I add salt now, salt will prevent the yam a high level of moistness that I like. And for this one remaining, you can apply oil to it so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to use vegetable oil, but normally palm oil is used, but like I said, all you need is a lubricant, edible lubricant, because you know, as a student, we can't finish one tuber of yam in one go. I use palm oil. Yeah, palm oil is what is used where I come from. And keep it. Clean the vegetables very well. Very well. Always deceive my tomatoes. I don't like the sight of tomato seeds. I'll lose my appetite. That's the fastest way for me to lose my appetite when I see tomato seeds. If you're using fresh pepper, you should chop it with the tomatoes. Are you guys happy today? Why don't you chop your spinach? I just like the way whole spinach looks in the meal finish. It actually looks better than when it's chopped like this, but I know why I'm chopping this one like this. And then the yam is boiling. This is the perfect time to start making the egg stew, but because I am a student that has only one burner, we're going to wait. Okay, the yam has been boiling for about 15 minutes. Let's check it, because you can't actually put a cooking time on yam because it depends on whether it's new yam or old yam. So the only way to confirm is to drive a knife into it like this, and it's done actually. This is when I add salt. It has achieved the moistness I like. Add salt. Then cover it, let it boil again. Done. Let's decant the water. So set it aside while we prepare the egg stew. Pour a generous quantity of vegetable oil. For egg stew, it's important you have enough oil in there. Don't worry, when you're serving it, you can leave the oil in the pan. It's very important, as you will see later. Not yet hot. Add the onions. Just fry it for a bit. You want everything to still be alive by the time you're done. Then add this one. Again, this one, you don't want to fry it to stupor. You're not frying tomato stew. So, once everything has heated up very well, you notice that it's heated up very well, like this one hasn't heated up. You don't want to disturb the tomato, eh? Add salt, add the pepper, any pepper you're using. I'm using white pepper because it tastes nice. Black pepper tastes nice as well. Click the like button. Have you? Add thyme and any other seasoning you want to use. Curry powder, seasoning cubes. Crush the seasoning cubes and put at this time if you want it. And then stir gently. Reduce the heat to medium and add the egg. Spread it around. And depending on how you want the final look, you can actually start stirring it at this time. If you want it to be kili, like, you know, the one that looks like it's been chewed, you can start stirring it vigorously at this time so that clumps will not form. But if you want it to have a little bit of clumps, you wait a little bit for the egg to cake before you start stirring, okay? You see why it's important that you add enough oil. If you added 1 pump of oil, at this time everywhere will be dry. Even thinking that mine doesn't have enough oil, as much oil as it should have. When everything is done, the oil will separate and you can choose not to serve it with the oil. So the important thing is to achieve the look you want. Because the eyes eat before the mouth. What I'm doing now is to make sure that all parts of the egg are caked, so you're not eating raw egg. See, the oil is separating. Just like the oil separates from the tomatoes when you're frying tomato stew. That's a sign of doneness to show that it's well fried. Let me taste for salt again. Perfect, right? Should be perfect for the moist yam. Lo. Oh lo. Now I'm happy. I add the vegetable last because I want it to still be green when I'm eating it, so I add it last. Vegetable doesn't need to cook for long. Imagine if I added it a long time ago. It would have been dead by now. Dead and gone. Dead. Okay, it's done. Look at that. Have you liked this video yet? You will not eat though if you don't like. You see how moist the yam is? So moist. See the edges? So moist. That's how I like my yam. Oh no. Are you sure this one is for a student? Are you? I know that's what you guys will be telling me in the comments. But just sit down and add the total. It's quite cheap, eh? And remember, if you eat this one in the morning, no more food for the day. Hey! Where are my roomies? Bring your plates. This one is for roomies that peeled onions. Bring your plates. This one is student that is eating in our kwansa. Yum yum. It don't set. Roomie, oyego kwa. Hey, Chinyere. You know the dance is coming, don't you? Trust me, it's best when you go easy on the seasoning. I believe that proteins don't need a lot of seasoning. Yeah, that's why I don't add all those seasonings to my eggs when I'm frying eggs. So people add a lot of things. Like seasoning cubes, no. This yam is so sweet. Hey. Bye bye. See you soon. Let's go for lectures. Where is my water? Even yam demands water. Not to talk of eggs. Need to drink lots of water. If not, choke it.